Breakups are tough, but sometimes necessary to end a relationship that hasn't been working or which has turned toxic over time. However, not all breakups come as a surprise, because in many cases where a relationship is failing, your partner could be dropping subtle or even obvious hints that there is a problem. While these signs may not necessarily mean that your relationship has to end, it could possibly indicate that there could be some kind of roadblock ahead. You can tell if things aren't going well in your relationship by watching out for these signs, but it could be best to first figure out where your relationship stands before deciding to end things. Having an open and honest discussion with your partner might possibly help the both of you work things out and save your relationship. Your partner doesn't feel like sharing information with you. When you notice that your partner has been selectively choosing what to tell you, it is an indicator that they might not feel connected to you. Conversations may seem a lot more distant than usual. When your partner is not interested in telling you about important life events, the intimacy begins to fade. The less they share about their life, the more the wall begins to divide the two of you. James suggests that in this case, rather than leaving things as they are, let your partner know how you feel and perhaps plan some activities that can help the two of you bond. They hesitate when discussing about the future or making plans in advance. Your partner is always hesitant about discussing the future or making plans in advance. This is one of the biggest signs of a breakup, which tells you that they aren't ready to wholeheartedly commit themselves to you. Christy Overstreet, a licensed psychotherapist and counselor, agreed that this is a potential sign that a breakup is looming. Your partner considers spending time with you as a chore. If spending time with you feels like a chore to your partner, then it probably means that they are losing interest in your relationship. Couples tend to spend an awful lot of time together at the beginning of a relationship. This typically tapers off a bit as partners both settle into the relationship and into routine. It is healthy for couples to spend some time apart, but if spending time with you feels more like a chore to your partner, then it is perhaps one of the signs of a breakup. You receive more criticism than compliments from your partner. Your relationship will be damaged if you notice that your partner is starting to criticize you more than they compliment you. This is perhaps one of the biggest signs of a breakup, when your partner can never be nice to you and never pays you any compliments. If you feel as though your partner is not treating you well, it is alright to consider ending the relationship. You could also try speaking to a trusted professional and try and work things out with your partner and save the relationship. You no longer have any fights or arguments. When there are no arguments or fights in the relationship, it could be that your partner has become apathetic. It's perfectly normal for couples to have occasional disagreements and to bicker and argue about stuff from time to time. However, when your partner becomes totally unwilling to argue and no longer sees the point in speaking their mind, it could mean that they aren't interested in you any longer. Your partner always sees the negative in former happy memories. When your partner constantly points out the negative in formerly happy memories, it may be that they are struggling with something or could possibly be questioning your relationship. This behavior is a potential sign that something is wrong, and you should have a discussion about it. Sometimes your partner may just need some extra support because they have been dealing with an issue all on their own. Your partner's mind drifts off elsewhere when you're together. When you and your partner are spending time together, but they are mentally and emotionally somewhere else, then your relationship might be winding down. You should ask your partner about their behavior. Always use I statements and don't come across as whiny or blaming. Let them know that you want to better understand their actions. Ask them directly if they are pulling away or don't want to be in a relationship, Christy Overstreet explains. Overstreet suggests that you should let the relationship go if you have to constantly convince your partner that they want to be in the relationship. They aren't really sure about marrying you. If your partner says that they don't want marriage, listen to what they are saying. Just to assume that because their family likes you, you've dated for years, or you move in together does not mean that they are looking for something permanent. You might want to be married someday and start a family of your own, but if your partner tells you that they aren't interested in marriage, it would be better to believe them.